from paper files to one smart screen. DPMS makes projects clean. 1, 2, 3, 4. One system, one vision, transparency in every decision. DataVerse leads the way. DPMS is here to stay. Smart, simple, connected. DPMS by DataVerse.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into digital project management, specifically this idea of a digitalized project management system, or DPMS. We're using a concept note from DataVerse Consulting as our guide. Our mission. Well, first, unpack why traditional project management often struggles. Then look at how DPMS could be a powerful fix. And finally, tackle a really interesting question. If it's so good, why isn't it everywhere yet? Okay, let's get into it. So it's 2025, right? But you still see large projects, even in places like Lao PDR, operating like they did, 10, maybe 20 years ago? Really manual stuff, budget requests, reports, all just saved on someone's computer, maybe shared with a couple people. And online storage. If it exists, it's usually locked down just for project staff, not the wide group of stakeholders.
Yeah, that's a good picture of the old way. And the biggest impact I see really for whether a project succeeds is just how inefficient that is. Information can literally take months to filter up or across. And when it does arrive, it's super aggregated. Like you said, X dollars spent on forest management. That's it. Almost no detail for really crucial things like M&E monitoring and evaluation, or for safeguards, the environmental and social stuff. You end up relying on these limited financial audits way down the line. Problems often don't surface until it's way too late. And the risks, they're significant. Funds getting used for things outside the plan, real trouble making sure you're complying with project rules. Plus, it's tough to really integrate M&E or safeguards properly. Not to mention, honestly, the high chance of just plain mistakes when people are manually adding everything up.
Okay, so that's the problem space. Pretty clear. So what's the solution? This is where the DPMS comes in, right? So it's an online database, accessible by all the stakeholders, assuming they have an account and the right permissions. And the key thing you mentioned is it doesn't actually add work. It just digitizes what should be happening anyway, makes it smoother.
Exactly. It's the digital framework. Think core modules. You've got the operational plan, the OP.
Yeah.
That sets out the activities, the budget ceilings, keeps everything aligned. Then, for each specific task, you register it and prepare the funding request using the Registry and Budget Requests module, the BRQ. Brand new system. It even helps calculate the budget. After the work's done, budget reports, BRPs, are submitted digitally. All the needed files linked directly. And critically, these data sheets, these capture specific data points for M&E, for safeguards, technical advice too. And that data could be easily rolled up for the whole project picture. Oh, and yeah, all the relevant files, invoices, photos, whatever, just get uploaded with the reports.
It sounds like integration is a big part of this. You mentioned things like multi-language support, automatic calculations. How does that actually change the day-to-day?
It's all about reducing friction and, frankly, human error. Imagine the current operational plan always being live, always accessible wherever you are. The system handles multiple languages, say English and Lao, which is vital for many teams. You can talk to accounting systems. It automatically does calculations, maybe per diems, things like that. Sends reminders, too, so people don't miss deadlines. And it's flexible. You can add other bits, like a central place for all project documents, announcements, profiles of key personnel. It really provides that critical access to live data. You get a dashboard view, tools for monitoring progress, these aggregated village profiles, and it can even automatically report on your M&E indicators. It's just a totally different operational feel.
Okay, let's talk tangible benefits. You touched on transparency and control. That seems huge for reducing risks, making sure money goes where it's supposed to, budgets are followed.
Absolutely. And it boosts the quality of the work itself. You get standardization because everyone's using the same digital templates. Technical advisors get better feedback loops. And reporting, so much more efficient and comprehensive. All the files related to an activity are right there, ready for an audit and evaluation. No more spending weeks digging through emails and folders. It really is like, going from horse-drawn carriage to email. The speed and accuracy difference is just immense.
And efficiency. Cost savings. You're saying implementers don't have more work, just a digital tool for what they already do. And all that M&E, the safeguards data, just available instantly. That must speed up decision-making for everyone.
That's the idea. And yes, there's an initial setup cost, of course. But for projects, say, over $2 or $3 million, a good DPMS usually pays for itself pretty quickly through savings. And that break-even point will likely keep coming down as these systems become more common.
So if the benefits are so clear, what does it actually take to implement this? What are the preconditions? You mentioned things like internet, computers, basic computer skills. Are those realistic hurdles? You mentioned Lao PDR, for instance. DataVerse Consulting has actually put these in place there since 2021, so it is feasible.
It is. The preconditions are often already met, especially down to, say, the district level in many places like Lao by now. Internet is better. People have computers. Basic skills are usually enough. Stakeholder acceptance isn't usually the main block either, based on that experience. But there are challenges, definitely. You need good initial training, sure, and ongoing support so everyone understands how to use it properly. If some actors, maybe at the village level, lack internet or skills, you need intermediaries, perhaps district staff to help input data. And importantly, the system automates requests, but you still need people. Someone has to make sure reports actually get submitted, check the data quality. The system flags things, but humans still need to follow up. It removes the manual heavy lifting, not the oversight.
Okay, that makes sense. Which brings us back to the big question then. If it works, it saves money, the tech is there. Why isn't DPMS just the standard way things are done already?
Well, I think the core issue isn't really the tech or the cost anymore. It's more inertia. It's how projects are traditionally designed and funded. Think about it. A system that drastically improves transparency, cuts misuse risks, makes reporting easy, yet it's often seen as an extra. Something an individual manager might push for, but not built in from the start. So far, yeah, it's mostly been about specific project managers championing it. It hasn't been systematically required or budgeted for in the project design phase. To make it widespread, it really needs one of two things. Either it gets embedded right into project design documents, into how teams are procured, or development partners could offer it as a sort of centralized service. That would bring standardization, push costs down even further, maybe just a few tens of thousands of dollars to implement per project eventually.